Was Sam Asghari working for Britney Spears' father? New source claims that's what Brittany currently thinks. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. I would not be surprised by this at all, but this is still rumor at this point. I cannot confirm or deny this, but an exclusive source is coming forward to the Daily Mail saying that Brittany believes her ex, now Sam Asghari, was secretly working with her estranged dad, Jamie, to feed him information about her life that would help keep the pop star locked in her 13-year-old conservatorship. Now, again, a lot of fans have suspected this, and I'm going to be looking into this in great detail because if this proves true, well then, F that guy forever. There's not yet any proof of this. Brittany herself has not implied or said anything about this. This could just be speculation at her point, but given all that she's been through, it does not surprise me that she would have these thoughts. So now what's coming in? Let's see what the Daily Mail is reporting to see how much we believe this. I'm curious what you guys think. Plus, we do have an update as well. Sam has now unfollowed Brittany and, God, these ads are insane, has unfollowed Brittany and Brittany made another jab at her sister. So we'll give you those updates too, if I can get through all of these ads. My God. Getting to the source. According to the Spears Family Insider, Brittany had grown suspicious that actor Sam, whom she began dating 5 years before her father's lengthy conservatorship over her was ended, had been working with Jamie to provide him with personal details about her life. Brittany has reason to believe that Sam was secretly working with her dad, Jamie, since early on in their relationship, the source told Daily Mail. Sam would supply information to Jamie that would help to keep her locked in the conservatorship. In exchange, Sam was given access to her and her money. Brittany now feels like Sam was being deceitful all along. These articles are rough, sorry. Less than 2 months after they met on the set of Slumber Party, the two became an Instagram official on December 28th, 2016. At the time, Brittany's life was governed by her father, who had complete control over her finances, career, and day-to-day activities. And that's why many people thought this was the case early on, because she was so controlled. How would any guy have slipped in without Jamie's blessing? Although the pop star circle was limited to her dancers and other involved in the career, Sam was welcome to the Spears family, which were not estranged at the time. He joined them on vacation and family outings. In the years since Sam met Brittany, his acting career has flourished. Prior to their romance going public, he had just one acting credit, a cameo in a Fifth Harmony video. However, he has since landed a dozen movies and TV shows, his most recent being Special Ops Lioness, starring Zoe Saldana and Nicole Kidman. I've seen that show. I've seen Sam in it. I was surprised when I watched it. It's a silly show, but I can't stop watching. And yes, Sam is a very minor part as sort of a boy toy, part of a group of rich people. But while career has soared, is that really soaring that he was in like one show? The insider says his marriage quickly began to sink. According to the source, Brittany's unhappiness actually prompted her to pull away from the marriage months before Sam officially filed for divorce, as if he pretty much saw the writing was on the wall. Brittany was done with Sam months ago and was very unhappy. There were plans in place to set Sam up with his own place and give him money to live on so that it would be amicable. Representatives of Brittany, Sam, and Jamie did not respond to repeated requests. For years, little was known about Brittany's conservatorship. She tore the lid open, obviously, in that deposition. And she revealed the conservatorship presented her for marrying Sam. She then stated that she was forced to wear an IUD, as we know. Just horrific stuff. Following her admission, which was championed by the Free Britney movement, Sam spoke out against the conservatorship for the first time in 5 years. Fitting. There was a certain point where I feel like people had to. Like Cade, another guy in Britney's camp who's been there for all along, finally came forward and did nothing for years, and now Cade is her current manager. Do you guys have insight on Cade? Can he be trusted? He's the one in charge of everything she's doing now. You'd think he'd have some help in advising her, but maybe she can't be advised. I don't know. I don't know enough about Cade. I'll save that for a later video, but that's who's currently in charge of Brittany, it seems. And he also was late to the party and to the Free Britney movement. I won't be going into details because I've always respected our privacy, but at the same time, I didn't come to this country to not be able to express my opinion and freedom. He quipped, fans quipped back, comments alluded that Sam's lack of involvement in trying to free Brittany prior. Sam had not been outspoken until Free Britney was. Sam filed for divorce for irreconcilable differences on August 16th. And he says he believed Brittany cheated on him. The Atlas also reported that Brittany was physically, no proof of that. There's been no proof of that. In fact, he's leaving the gym where he was sparring and doing things that would clearly cause some of the injuries that TMZ alluded to. Sam has not ever said those were hers. That's TMZ's disgusting assumptions. And yeah, reportedly during her sleep or whatever was this thing. It's very confusing. No one's ever come forward to actually acknowledge that. That's a TMZ rumor that went out there. Now, I don't know who's cheated on who. There's allegations of both sides cheating. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they both weren't just moving on after months of not speaking and just thinking the thing was over. It sounds like Sam was doing this for a while, according to these people who worked at his gym. But again, all allegations, everyone innocent until proven guilty, including Brittany. But yes, this is the latest information. Was Sam a spy? When you go through the history of the conservatorship and the things that Jamie, her father, has done, this doesn't surprise me one bit. I would be absolutely not surprised. I'd be upset. But many fans assume this, given the way that how else would they have met? He didn't speak up against the conservatorship and helping Brittany until she did. It was a little strange. You'd think he would have been more instrumental in helping her get out. She's, trusted him, assumed that he was in her, court. But the problem that Brittany faces, and I love her to death. I wish there was a way to help. Everybody in her circle is paid. They're all employees. And when your only friends are employees, that's really scary and dangerous. And it can create, make you feel super alone and not know who to trust. And the reality is Sam was pretty much paid too. He was. Granted, he was her partner and whatnot, but he was getting lots of opportunities financially, security, etc., by being with Brittany. And just because he was trying to distance himself doesn't mean he's not getting the perks of being with her. All these gigs that he's getting recently clearly were on the back of, oh, he's Britney Spears' guy. Like that, it upped his star quotient, more. And it'll be interesting to see how much that rises or falls. I assume it's going to fall a lot after all this. He could be the hero if he was a whistleblower. In fact, Sam, you still have an opportunity here. Think how amazing it would be if you're like, yeah, and I got to come clean. Jamie did this. They need to be shut down. I'm upset with Brittany, but obviously it couldn't have worked out because I wasn't being honest. But as a man, I want to step up and actually expose these monsters that have been terrorizing for forever. It's what I failed to do, and it's time for me to do it now. Now, Sam, that would earn a lot of respect from me, and I'm sure others. So if this is true, own it and expose them. She needs it more than ever. I'm sure it's not easy being with Britney Spears. Let's be fair. But if this is true, I hope he would just come forward and help to squash it finally. Otherwise, his career's over. No one's ever going to care about this dude. He's always going to be Britney Spears' ex-husband and be the one who saved her and actually expose this corruption, if true, right? About Jamie, etc. Maybe he can't. Maybe NDAs. He'd then be illegal himself. He'd be up for prosecution. I don't know. But I would think if he could come forward and actually help to expose those who were involved, he could get some sort of pass, and I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with that. He'd have to live with that, but at least he came forward, right? We'll see. But this is all could be nonsense as well. This could all be untrue. But given what we know about Brittany's past, and given how tight the security was then, it's pretty believable. Now, what else is happening? Yes, Brittany took a stab at her sister again, which is good to see because she's always trying to. Jamie Lynn is always trying to snake her way in. But in Mexico now, when your sister says, "I love her to death," you learn to start living. Because she just constantly doesn't like what her sister says, and she shouldn't. And then yes, if you go to Sam's followers and we search for Brittany, gone. Brittany is no longer being followed. He is no longer following Brittany, and that's pretty telling. They are no longer Instagram official anymore, as Brittany is shading her sister as well. Earlier today, Estranged unfollowed her on Instagram, having filed for divorce 14 months, just 14 months of marriage. The night's video, which apparently was taken during a vacation in Mexico, showed her dancing first in a white mini dress and then in a bikini. Her caption contained a cryptic jab at her sister, whom she recently feuded with, but whom she has since mended fences. Has she, though? It's unclear. The quote was in reference to a comment Jamie Lynn made on television earlier this year in the throes of her falling out with Brittany. Jamie Lynn wept openly about being ellipsed by her big sister's stardom, staying in one headline-grabbing soundbite. I'm so proud of her, love her to death, but but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I don't really have anything for myself. So now, when your sister says I love her to death, you learn to start living. Jamie Lynn openly wept. One of the flashpoints of the feud between the sisters was Jamie Lynn's memoir, which we've covered in great detail, which she accused Brittany of once seizing a knife and locking herself in a room because she didn't feel safe. Brittany slammed Jamie Lynn for spreading these crazy lies, and the public war continued, which we covered in great detail. We even had Jamie Lynn's ex's sister come in with a pretty damning expose interview. We should follow up with her. Wonder whatever happened there. But yeah, not a fan of Jamie Lynn Spears. Jamie Lynn has not been there for her sister. She's another eternal victim. And after everything that she's gotten being a Spears family, she just can't help but be so annoyed that she's Britney's sister. I'm my own person too. Yeah, well, you got to make something worthy for people to care about. Not everyone can be Brittany, dude. Respect that and love her and let her be her own thing too. Don't make your life be about Brittany all the time, Jamie Lynn. She can't help herself. So there you go. Now, again, this has been a long rumor. Agents, this is from 2022. Agent denies Sam Planet was planted a spy. That may not have happened, but once he was there, he could have become a spy. So there's all these headlines that, now reports are saying that he did not feed information despite reports to say that this isn't the source close to Sam. The rumor that Sam was feeding information to Jamie is not true and cannot be substantiated. Jamie's not going to say it. I thought he was on his deathbed. He's still around, threatening his daughter. But yeah, we'll see here. We'll see. What do you guys think? Do you believe Sam that he was not feeding Jamie, or do you think Brittany's gut's right and that Sam was secretly feeding Jamie information the whole time, or at least in the beginning of it when it was easier to do it? What do you guys think? I want to hear your thoughts. If you want more updates on this story and more, we want to get into more pop culture stories. If you want our Meghan Harry coverage, head on over to Popcorn Palace. That's going to be every day. But I want to get into more stories here, so let us know what you want to hear. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be live later today, probably around 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope to see you guys there. Thanks for watching here, Popcorn Planet.